everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well today. Today we're talking about Dior, and I don't actually get to talk about Dior on my channel very often, and that is because for Dior this is the only handbag that I have from Dior, and this is such a precious bag, and it's just a very cute and pretty and kind of more formal, in my opinion, bag that I haven't actually used at all yet. Well, I used briefly one time, but that doesn't really count. So that's why I haven't had a chance to really use it or do a review about it or just talk about it in general. So I'm very excited to be doing a Dior related video for you today. And that is because, and if you follow my channel, you would know, I have recently also purchased the saddle bag. So, now I have two bags from Dior in my collection. So I figured if you are also interested in purchasing something from this fashion house or thinking about investing and not sure which one to go with first, well, hopefully this video will be helpful to you. So, from Dior, I mean, there are a number of very popular bags. Let me know if you're interested in seeing like a comparison video of the two. In my opinion, they're not really two bags that's really comparable. In terms of what it can hold though, I would think it's pretty similar because of the odd shape of the saddle bag is like a kidney shape. It doesn't hold as much as you think it would, even though this is in a medium size. The mini Lady Dior would definitely, for sure, 100% sure, holds more than the mini saddle bag. But I think in terms of the capacity of the two bag is quite similar because of this is like a square, more normal structured kind of shape. They would hold about the same. Maybe the medium saddle bag can fit in slightly more, but I would say they're very comparable. And I have done what it can fit video on this bag and this bag separately, so you could check those out as well. But today we're really more just talking about Dior kind of iconic or popular bags and whether it's worth investment, if you're new to luxury collection, is it something you should consider, and all that interesting fun topics. So this beautiful mini Lady Dior, first of all, just a quick introduction. It is in the mini size. Now, Lady Dior bag comes in variety of different sizes and different material. You can get it in leather or fabric or satin, or there are just so many different options to pick from. And every year they release new color and interesting patterns, and just picking the right one would be a very difficult decision in my opinion. So the one that I have here is in this beautiful opal gray, and it has a sort of a little bit of pearly shininess to it. It's in lambskin, and it's in the mini size. And this chain here, I think it's more recently that they've added chain. It has to be, it always used to be a leather strap in the past. I think 2 years ago now they've started to use this metal chain as well. The chain and all the hardware on the bag is in this light gold, so the champagne gold hardware, which in some lighting looks like a silver, but there's a slight gold tone to it. And it's just in this very classic quilted pattern, very classic Dior look. It doesn't have a zipper because the mini version really wouldn't work well with a zipper. Your hand wouldn't even be able to go into it. So it's a flap kind of mechanism, I guess a flap closure for the opening of the bag. Not the most secure, I have to be honest, right? Because, there's nothing holding stuff in. Like if you do this, everything will come out. And then the inside lining is in fabric. And for the one that I have here, it's also in this beautiful gray fabric. Has kind of also a checker kind of pattern inside as well. Not sure if you can see it clearly, but it's a fabric, and it has a little zipper pocket, which I personally think it's gonna be pretty tricky and hard to use. You could fit some cards in there if you wish, but overall the space is still quite limited. Now I'm thinking about it, it will probably fit slightly less compared to the medium saddle bag, just filling in the space inside, but we can do a quick what it fits video at the end, just to show you guys. Okay, so this is my beautiful Lady Dior. It has this obviously very signature charm that says Dior on it. And the chain is detachable, so you can also just use it as a top handle bag. I can do a quick mug shot for you. I do personally think it's a little bit more formal. You know, it's, you know, very cute and it's very delicate too. So I don't feel, in my opinion, it's like an everyday bag, especially in this very smooth, soft, buttery lambskin. You know, it's a bit tricky to be using it as a everyday bag, but I love it so much. It's, you know, I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. And then I have this new saddle bag, which definitely is a lot more carefree. I do use it quite often now, actually, after I got it. It's in this grained calfskin, which is, you know, scratch resistant. It is larger. I didn't get the strap to go with it. It has a magnetic closure on the flap, and inside is also fabric, velvet fabric lining. It has a zipper pocket in there as well, which I also don't use very often. It just takes too much effort to use a zipper, I think. But it can hold your everyday essential for sure with this medium size, and it has a nice pocket in the back, which is perfect for like your mask or even your phone. So this is an iPhone 8. You could just tuck it in and it won't show. So I think it's pretty, this back pocket is quite convenient. And then this is how usually I would hold it, or just like on my hand, and then or over the shoulder. This is definitely a bit more street, more casual. Because of the combination of black and gold, it's very easy to pair with any outfit, in my opinion. Very classic Dior as well. And you can see the champagne gold compared to the actual antique gold. It's quite different. Like there's a very obvious color difference. And then other than these two bags, so now Dior also they constantly release a lot of like new designs every year, and then every time the kit comes out, they do give out to popular Instagrammers or, you know, bloggers that does luxury and fashion to kind of promote. So this year they've released the Carol bag. It's a quilted bag with like the logo on it. I'll put in some pictures. I do feel like that bag for some reason reminds me a lot of the classic flap, but the shape I think is somewhat long, like it's a bit too rectangular, and I don't know, it's not one of my favorite from their newer releases, because in comparison I think the Bobby bag is super cute. I think that one, if I need to pick from the newer lines, I would say the Bobby bag is really cute and really functional bag. They also have the Montaigne bag, which is also super popular from a year or 2 years ago now. I'm gonna put in pictures as I speak. They obviously had a huge kind of blow up with their book tote. Again, that's not really so much of a handbag, but that was so super popular for the longest time. And then, you know, if you go back, some of their like more discontinued line, they also have the diorama. They also have, I feel like I'm missing a few there, but there are definitely a few that are like J'adore line, which is still around. I could be wrong, but the two bags that's been kind of coming back and it's been stick around for the longest time definitely are the saddle bag and the Lady Dior. And if you don't know, the saddle bag is actually coming out even longer, like before the Lady Dior. But I would say the Lady Dior bag is definitely the bag for Dior. Like when you think of Dior, you think of the Lady Dior, I think. So that's why like this design will come back year after year, and it'll still be around in another 20, 30 years or 100 years. I don't know how long they'll be around, but like this Lady Dior design is definitely the one it's almost comparable to the Chanel Classic Flap, in my opinion. And because again, like of the shape of being like very just a square with a top handle, you know, the signature charm and everything. It makes it really easy to pair with a lot of outfit. They come in so many different sizes, so depending on your lifestyle and your aesthetics, you can pick whatever size that fits your lifestyle. And then same thing with the fabric and leather. There are so many different options for the material that you can pick from as well. So it is one of the ones, I would say this would be more of a classic Dior. Now, the saddle bag is just as classic, but it's not something that's for everyone. I think everyone could use a Lady Dior in their collection, but not everyone would go for a saddle bag. Despite the fact that they've been around forever, it's not a shape or a type of bag that everyone would love. I know it's more of a love-hate relationship. I think some people really love it. It's like, and then some people just really can't get the look of it and don't understand why it's a nice bag. So, not everyone would appreciate this one, I would think. So now in terms of as an investment, I have to tell you the bad news is that Dior is definitely one of the more luxury brand that doesn't hold their value very well. So if you're comparing to Hermes, Chanel, and Louis Vuitton, Dior doesn't hold their value as well as the other brands. You know, if I were to let go of these bags right now, I wouldn't be able to get the retail value back, probably not even close. If you look into the pre-market for a Lady Dior, because they've been around forever, and if you look at those vintage ones, they actually have the 24K gold plated hardware, just like your Chanel, and there's a lot more hardware on this Lady Dior, so you actually get a lot of gold from those vintage bags. And they can go as low as like $1,000, $2,000 for a very decent condition leather Lady Dior bag in a small or medium size. So you can definitely, if that's something that you're interested in, you just want to own this bag in your collection, but you don't want to pay a lot of money for it, then you can look into the pre-market for this bag. There's actually quite a few out there that's available to purchase. And then in store though, so I purchased this bag maybe 2 years ago and I've not used it. And I think I paid about maybe $3,500 plus tax or a little bit more than that. And now today's price on this bag, I think it's $5,300 or $5,400 plus tax Canadian. So like the increase on this little mini bag is insane. So they also increase a bit more on the mini sizes versus the medium or large size. If you look at the mini saddle bag, the increase in percentage wise is a lot higher than this medium one. So I think the medium went up by like maybe $400, whereas the mini itself, which already started with a lower price, went up close to $600. So same thing with all fashion houses, their price will go up regardless. But like I said, if you're not picky with being a pre-market bag or a second-hand bag, then there are a lot of great options out there for both the saddle and the Lady Dior. I do feel like I'm seeing less saddle bags as a second-hand, and definitely a lot more vintage and second-hand Lady Diors, and for very like a fraction of the price that you would pay from the store. So that's something to consider. Like if you're really buying, if you're really tight on budget and you're buying to eventually resell or thinking it might go up in value, then maybe Dior is not the best option for you. But if you're just, you know, wanting an experience buying something from the boutique, from the actual like Dior boutique, then I think both of these options would be great. It would just be a matter of picking the right color and size for you that fits your lifestyle, which would be a really hard decision. I love both of these. I'm definitely using my Dior Saddle bag way more. I'm already carrying it like pretty frequently. I'm kind of interchanging between this bag and my Chanel 19 bag. This one, I will use it when I'm going out with my daughter just because it is like scratch resistant. It's calfskin. You know, like the top handle for me is quite convenient when I'm going with my daughter. And my Chanel 19 is in lambskin, so it's a little bit more delicate. Okay, I think I've covered what I want to cover, and if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to comment below. I guess at the end of the line, like the bottom line is, if I were to have to pick again between these two bags as my first Dior, I would probably still pick the Lady Dior to purchase as my very first Dior bag. Now, if we want to do a quick comparison, it's been some time now since I played with this bag. So let's see what it can hold. It's quite small inside, but if I do like my card holder, the key pouch, and then like a hand cream, and then hand sanitizer, maybe a pack of gum, and then can have compact mirror. Actually, it's not bad. So that all that stuff, it's still quite spacious. Can put a lipstick in probably. The small painkiller, travel size painkiller. Another hand cream. It's not bad. Oh, actually I forgot the phone. Let's see if I can slide the phone in. Do have to reposition some things, but I think you just have to play Tetris with these small bags, so figuring out the best. Okay, still works. I didn't manage to get this hand sanitizer. It's a pretty large one, so I didn't manage to get that in, but it still packs in quite a lot for a mini bag for sure. Okay, show you quickly, and then we'll like try to put the same stuff into the Dior bag. So we have the travel size painkiller, hand cream, lipstick, phone, card holder, pack of gum, key pouch, and the compact mirror, and another hand cream, which I probably don't need, but some sort of a... Okay, so that's it, and let's see if this can fit into the saddlebag. I'm telling you, the saddlebag is tricky because of the way the shape is. So you can put the longer stuff on one side. That might help with the organization of it too. And not only that, the shape is weird, it also has a little kind of weird divider in the middle, so you also have to work around that as well, which just makes it kind of interesting, I guess. Compact mirror, gum. I think it can definitely fit all that stuff, no problem. I'll even put the phone in the main compartment. Doesn't even have to go in the back, but you could technically put it in the back pocket as well. And then all of the other small things. Yep, no problem. It's getting there, it's getting full. So like I said, as I suspected, they're fairly similar, but you can probably still squeeze in the full-size hand sanitizer. But that's about it. So the difference is actually quite minimal, despite the fact that this look a lot larger. They fit about the same amount. Yeah, it's kind of interesting for me to test it out myself, but yeah, there you have it. I think again, these two, this is what is it now? Quite a bit more expensive, close to $1,000 more expensive than this bag. So I don't know, if you're on the more cool and edgy side and want something like more street-like and something more casual and everyday wear, maybe the saddle could be a good option for you as well. So I know initially I said this one, but I don't know, I'm still debating myself, and that's why I have both of them. Anyways, I hope this was somewhat helpful and just didn't make the decision harder for you. And let me know if you have any questions or comment in the section below. And I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye!